Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Oblix here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So, guys, I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Hung out with your friends, your family, did all them wonderful things, ate a ton of too much food. I know I sure did. But we got to get back to the grind, guys, because Revelations ain't gonna wait for us. We gotta get moving. So we built this last time. Actually, I did it before last time. Showed you guys last time, and we added in all the lights. Got this level all nicely lit up. And we took a look at these tanks, which this guy is now completely full. And I did set our drum over there, and it's kind of acting as an intermediary. So, today, guys, well, let me show you what I did. I have been working a little bit off camera. I did get rid of that janky dirt stairwell because it was wearing on my nerves, and replaced it with this hempcrete stairs. Now, hempcrete is kind of like concrete, but it's made out of clay and hemp. So a little bit, slightly different color. I don't know if I like it or not. Can't quite make up my mind. I'm kind of leaning toward maybe not, but I don't know. We'll see. If I keep it, I don't know, maybe I replace all this andesite with it. You can make it in blocks, so you don't have to make just the stairs. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyhoozle, added some lighting on the side here because it gets a little dark going up and down them here stairs. And you will see I did finish up this little section, which remember was the scaffolding section. I did pull all that out and replace it with just a regular old treated wood. Fantastic. And you will see, guys, I added the roof above us, all the scaffolding in, as well as all the lighting. So yeah, Oblic's been busy. He did some work. So we kind of kept the theme with the lanterns and the hempcrete stairs going up to the next level. And look at that. Added the lights up here too. Still ain't got a ceiling. I can't think of what I want to do for the ceiling, but we're gonna do something. I just ain't figured it out yet, guys. Give me a little time. Give me a little time. I did add some stairs or ladders. One on this side and one on the other side over there as well, so we can get up here and work on that ceiling when the time is right. Now I did, to bring the power up, just ran it down these little troughs here. Remember, we have these little troughs right here, and just ran it straight down into the floor below. So it's worked out really well. It was kind of not planned that those be there and be allowed for that, but hey, I'll take it. You can see right there that line's just running straight down to the lower level, which is, whoa, hello, how we're getting it up to the higher levels. And if we come over here, I will show you guys zipping in through, and you can see where we're just shooting it straight up, just like that. Fantastic. And that's getting the power for the lights. Now we are still going to run all the machines off the HV wires, but remember, we have to have the LV wires for the lights. So that gets our low voltage wires up to the earlier floors. And we'll do the same thing for the HV wires. We'll maybe run it up this side or something, and we'll get the HV wire up there. But today, guys, I want to work on another immersive engineering machine because we just ain't built enough of them. I love these things, and I want to see them all. So today, guys, we are going to work on a way to make this hopefully a little bit easier. It's actually not hard. It's actually very inexpensive as long as you got the slag, and we definitely have the slag in that drawer right there. Put that together with some clay and such, and you get this lovely concrete here. But I want to make the liquid concrete that we can use. So we're going to make a mixer today. We're going to slap it in right in here and see what we can do with that. And I went ahead and pre-made all the bits and pieces in here that I think we're going to need. I'm sure there'll be something I done forgot. You know me. But I think this is all the bits and bobs. Now what this mixer will do is take 2 parts sand, 1 part gravel, and 1 part clay, and turn it, mix it with water, and turn it into this concrete right here. So I think that will work out for us. So here's all the bits and pieces needed. Let's take a look at this guy in our engineer's manual. There's a mixer. If we look at it, bam, that's what it's going to look like all said and done with. And we're going to need 5 steel scaffolding, 3 fluid pipes, 1 redstone engineering block, 4 light engineering blocks, 4 iron sheet metal, and 1 steel fence. Now I think I got all that right there. So now if we look, bingo, bango, bongo, we are good to go. All right, so let's figure out where we're going to put this bad boy. Now, do I want to line it up with these other machines, or do I want to line it up with these machines? At the end of the day, let's see. Oh, I switched that back into the other mode. It looks like a 3x3. So, starting on the bottom, we're just going to make an L, some pipes. I can't even tell what that is. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's another pipe. Is it 3 pipes? Yeah, 3 pipes. Oh, I forget I can rotate these. So 3 scaffolding, 3 pipes, and a light engineering block. Let's see. Maybe we just go right here. Boom, boom, boom. We can always move it later if we want, can't we? It ain't gots to be this way forever. So there is that layer. Now let's look at this layer. So we want 2 light engineering, some sheet metal, and a redstone. So let's get our light engineering. I love how those connect. I think I say that every time I use them. And we're going to put these boom, 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 boom. And we're going to put our redstone right there. Now, for the top layer, we need just the fence post and a light engineering block. And we are diggity done. Why do I think that's wrong? No, it's right. You go, boy. Alright, where's my hammer? Gotta stop. Hammer time. Bam. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that beauty. So let's get this flipped back into its regular mode. Pop that over here. And we better hit with the nighttime. Now these guys do block spawns within 32 blocks, but that does not mean it prevents all spawns everywhere. 32 blocks out, we got the baddies, and I don't need no creepers be creeping. I have been, with all the work I've been doing over here, I did set up a bed in here. So let's take a look at this guy. So this is an output. This is power. Here is an input. Here is another input. And here is another input. I'm thinking the solids go here and the liquids go there. I think our book actually talks about that, but you know, I'm just gonna wing it. You know me. You know me. Alright, let's get an HV connector and some HV wire. I don't think we're gonna need, I think we can go to that one over there. I don't think we're gonna need any relays, but let's see what we can come up with. Now, can I hit this without some scaffolding? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Tons of power. Fantastic. So we're done with you. And we're probably done with you. Now we're gonna need to get it some water. If we look at the what you call it, this interface, that's the word I'm looking for. We got no fluid in here, but here, and here's the items. We got no items in. Let's see, output only bottom fluid, output all fluids. So we probably want it on output only bottom. We do have power. Let's see about getting some fluid. And I think I want to put this in the ground. I don't know if I want to leave it right there, but we're going to put it right here for now. Boop. Extract always, no insert. And this guy can just be an insert. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, look at all that water. Filled up. Well, I've got too many of them cables. We definitely don't need them, do we? Alright, we got some crates and we got some item conduits. Now, here's where we're going to have to get creative. Because we want to put our items in. I could just go right there. Then we're going to have to run our items out here and then into there. This is going to be an insert. And this is going to be an extract always. Yeah. And let's see if we just put the output right there like that. Will that work? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's just take boop, boop, boop. And can I just dump all this in here? Or is that just going to be way too much stuff and not work? Oh yeah, it does stack. Fantastic. So once it gets all the bits in, we get our second part of sand. And then we're going to get some clay. Come all up in here. I guess that's gravel. Why am I saying clay? Come on now. And there we go, clay. Fantastic. Now, this guy should start with the mixing. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Doing its thing. And we see some cool animation up in here. Look at that. That is so awesome looking. They did such an amazing job on all of these machines. They all have cool animation and a cool aesthetic to them. It's sitting here doing its thing. Now this is going to output fluid, not solid. Now that I think about it. Oh, there it is, liquid concrete. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So we got water up here and liquid concrete here. Oh, that's amazing. I should probably get like a drum and output the concrete into that. Let's go do that. I don't think I brought all the bits for that. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be a solid for some silly reason. Oh, I did add some, see some lanterns to the front of our water mills as well. I had some extras, then I added some additional ones on the top. Oh, I forgot to show you, I did add lanterns all around the outside of the house. Though these are not the powered lanterns, these are the ones we used here, which are just, they just light up all the time. But they're not as bright. They don't do the mob spawning prevention thing. They just provide light. Pretty much equivalent to a piece of glowstone. So I just went all the way around with those. Now, what did we come down here for? Oh, drum. Yeah, we need a drum. Now, what if I just pop this here? Is that gonna, oh, it does. Look at that. Concrete. Sucking it out like a boss. Yep. And that is going to allow the continued production. Yeah, look at that. Constantly going up. Constantly going up. Oh, so awesome. You know what? Let me get a bucket. We got to play with this stuff. This stuff is so cool. And I will show you how this stuff works, because it is something unique. So I'm going to grab a bucket of it right here. And you see, it's hard to tell that it's there, but it is liquid concrete bucket. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to dig up a hole. Hole be dug. There we go. Now I'll pour that concrete bucket in there. Now you see we got a nice little liquid with the streaks, and it's got a little lip. We're going to give it a few seconds here. Just a little bit. We're waiting. Oh, there you go. Now you have this solid piece of concrete. So you can pick it up and use it, take it and use it wherever you want. Or you can just plant it in place. Now, there is a kicker with this stuff. Like, what if I have, let's say a 3 block gap there. And I take a bucket of it. And I say, oh, I'll just put it here and let it flow and let it harden. Well, okay. Let's do that. You see it flows like water. And you see how it's dropped an extra 2 pixels below what this one was? This guy had 2 pixels depth. This one now has 4. We'll give it a second. And you see how it hardens lower than that. It sought its level, guys. It sought the level. So it went down to even them all up. Now here's the thing. If I take that block out, we see it's a full block of concrete. If I take these out, you'll see that they are concrete chunk. They are not a full block of concrete. So what if I do this? What if I do like a 4x4? What happens then? Well, let's find out. If I do that, and we let it flow, so you see it sought its level again, and you see we're down quite a few pixels, but you see it's dried much faster because it's much shallower. And you see these are just above half a block. So you could make different sizes. Notice how we're stair stepping based on whatever you're looking for. You know, if you want a certain size, well, then just pour the right amount of concrete into the space to make that size, and you'll get it. So there is a finite amount of space it can go. But you see this is it. Now, but you see it did tear down because it dried faster than it actually spread. So that is something to be aware of. And you see these little slivers are getting pretty darn thin. Remember, the thinner they get, the faster they dry. Oops, dig in the dirt. Put that back. Oh, look how... I mean, these are just nothing but little slivers. Look at that. So it works a lot like Minecraft snow layers. You know, except instead of building, you know, with snow layers, you just grab a whole bunch of snow layers and you build it up to the layer you want. With concrete, it's kind of the other way. You start with a full block and kind of work your way down. So what I'll generally do, if I want to make blocks like this and I want to do them in kind of a production style, I'll just trim out every other hole like this. Or if you want to go a little bit crazy, you can even do this. In a pattern like I just so. And that will let you make a whole bunch of full concrete blocks. You know, moving on to the next while that one's still drying. Oh, we still have 2 more buckets. Look at that. And you see it's already starting to dry. And once it's dry, you just come along and knock it out. And there you go. You've got a bunch of blocks to work with. So that's one way to do it. Now, bread ain't gonna break concrete. Now, what am I thinking? There we go. But you get this really nice aesthetic block. I do like the way this looks. I think it's a very pretty block. And like you saw, it's really cheap to make. I mean, it's just some clay and some gravel and some sand. And it's just sitting here just cranking out the concrete constantly. Alright guys, this is obviously going to take a lot of sand and gravel and clay. Now we have ways to make sand and gravel today. We've got our material stonework factory and we can use that to make those things. But what we can't do today is clay. So our material stonework factory is right here. Yeah, right there. If we just plug him on a power line, he's going to start cranking out cobble. We can smash that cobble into gravel, and there's our gravel. We can smash that gravel into sand. So the sand and gravel, no problemo for this guy. And we can just build another one, have one producing gravel and one producing sand, and we're all set. What we can't do is right now, today, clay. Now to make clay, there aren't a lot of options. We need to either get into astral sorcery or environmental tech, or we can continue with industrial foregoing, which is what we're going to do. We need some sludge. Now to make sludge, well, that's a little bit different. Alright, but to make the sludge, we're going to need to get into agriculture with industrial foregoing. Now we're going to need to do a plant gatherer. And this guy will produce right here. It tells you it produces a little bit of sludge each time it performs an operation. So let's go ahead and get one of these made. So there's the gatherer. Now, what are we going to have to do to get these things planted? So we're going to need a plant sower. There we go. So we'll need a clay pot. Another frame. There we go. Now, do I not have another power cell just laying around somewhere? I'm pretty sure I do. I remember they look weird in this pack, so I may just be missing them. Put that guy in. There we go. Linked and gaining power. Fantastic. So, bam. Plant sower. We can see he got power. And he is trying to do things now. Show working area. Now, we can see that it wants to sow at that layer right there. So we need to go 2 down with it. Okay, fair enough. Now if we look at the gatherer, I think we pointed into our power cell for some reason. There we go. Pointed out that way. And let's see, if we look at the working area, it's directly in front of it. Okay. So, so remember this guy was 2 up. So he wants to be right there with a block of dirt on him. And we need to get some power down there. So we can just put this right there like so. And we'll put that dirt right there like so. And I'll tell you what, let's just pop this open so we can see what we're doing. So we can click on it if we need to. We see that's where it's going to plant, right there. Fantastic. Alright, so let me get a piece of conduit. So we are going to need power. Then we're going to need this guy to be placed right there so that he's harvesting this space right there. Fantastic. So gather anything, gather trees, gather plants. Let's say trees, what the heck. Not like we don't have enough trees, but we just want to try this thing out and see if we can get some sludge out of it. that should work better than just about everything else. Well, it planted right away. Fantastic. Let's get some bone meal. Bam. Oh, interesting. Pulls in the leaves and pulls in the logs in a little bit slow manner, but awesome. Now we got to get these saplings back down here so that they get replanted. Fantastic. Look at that. We got a net positive. So we could replace this Ender.io farm with one farm per tree that looks like this. And what that would allow us to do is turn on and off individually the different tree farms. It's an idea. And there's that all-important sludge that we're looking for. Let's get a few trees going here. Love it, love it. Come on. Oh, we're out of saplings. So there we go. A full bucket of sludge. Put that in and get a sludge bucket out. Fantastic. So we could easily automate this. We're just going to connect the item output of this back into there, as well as a couple drawers that will pull out the logs and the overflow of saplings. Easy peasy. We've seen that before. But now let's look at a way to use that sludge. To use that sludge, we need a sludge refiner. When provided with power and a bucket of sludge, it can produce things, earth-like materials. So, at industrial, sludge refiner. This guy right here. So we're going to need another one of these. And that should get it. Sludge refiner. Fantastic. So let's just put this on this power line over here. Ew, it's all slimy looking. It actually looks a lot like these biofuel generators that just with drippy oozy stuff coming out of it. Really disappointed that texture's not different though. So sludge refiner. If we pop this sludge in, well, this time we got dirt. We did not get the clay that we wanted, but I believe clay is an option. Alright, here's the Sludgerator 9000, so we can come up here, grab some sludge, come down here, pop it in, and see what it produces. Ooh, podzol. Something we don't have yet. Gravel, who cares? We can make that. And sand. Woohoo. So I think what we can do is set up a little, just quick and dirty way to maneuver this thing here. Alright, just down and dirty. I will clean this up later, but we're going to pop that drawer controller right there. And then we're just going to pop some basic drawers right here. No, no, no. Behave yourself. Yeah. Again, yes, this is dirty, and yes, this is not the best way to do this, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work, I tell ya. There's our clay ball. That's what we were looking for. Fantastic. It's not a super fast way to create clay, but it created clay. So in the short term, this will be a decent little clay farm, I think. Maybe not that decent, but it'll work. So we're getting all that out of there. Loading this up with saplings. Now that's going to fill up with saplings. And tell you what, let's just knock this guy off and replace him with one of these. And then we're going to put in that void upgrade like so. Then we're going to grab all that spruce and just dump it in there. Then we're going to come down here. I don't want it connected to this. I want to make sure it's not. So we'll put it down here. And I'm going to put that drawer right there. And a void upgrade on that drawer. Then we're going to set this to round robin. And that's just going to load a spruce sapling over here every so often. Or actually, what we can do is, this is even better, we go out on brown, we go in on brown, we extract on blue always, and then insert on blue always. So if I take all these out and put them in here, like so, they should get sucked up into there, which they are. So that means he will never get full. Which, hey, sounds like a plan to me. So he can just sit here and grow spruce trees all day long. Then take them out. Constantly making the sludge, which is in turn, ooh, look, we got soul sand. So we'll end up with a bunch of spruce. We'll end up with, you know, some of all these little things, which is handy. There you go, just made something. Ooh, red sand. Look at all this. So we're just going to get all kinds of stuff we don't have in any other way. We're just going to let this guy sit here and do his thing. So today we got our mixer up in there that is making our concrete for us. We showed how we can use our stonework factory to make sand and gravel, which is needed for the mixer. The one thing we didn't have a constant resource for, or a way to replenish, was the clay. So we came up with this little setup here that will get us a whole bunch of material beyond just clay. Look at that, we're up to 2 red sand. But it will also get us clay. And that's not a fast thing. It's not going to produce just bajillions amounts of it. But hey, something's better than nothing, right? A little AFK overnight, and this thing's going to produce. And we can expand these machines out with upgrades, so you know, that is a thing. We'll look at that in a future episode, but I do think that that is all the time I got for today. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me, as always. And until next time, y'all get out there and make some noise. See ya.